Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 5.
And I'm Haley.
And who's that?
Tiana.
Okay. Why are you Johnny 5 tonight?
Doesn't matter. No time. Shield is on. Come on.
Yeah.
2 hour finale.
And we already started late, so
2 hour
you're
finale. 5
already
minutes late.
in trouble.
That's why.
And
5 minutes late.
5 minutes late. Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's great.
We could. You know what else has 5 letters? Yeah, Annie. Annie has 5 letters.
Annie does have 5
And it is
letters.
her birthday, so
Happy birthday, Annie.
Yay. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. From all of us at Geeks Corner to all one of you. Happy birthday. Exciting this weekend. Hatbox Ghost returned to the haunted mansion, and we like cats, so perfect. And should we show the video first?
Yeah.
We'll show the video first.
If you haven't seen it and you want to remain
Count to
not
30.
seeing it, then close your eyes.
The moment I say you see it start fading, close your eyes and count to 30 in your ears, and we'll turn the volume up. And let's just see this thing. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh, feedback.
Echo.
We're going tomorrow to see this.
Well, now you've already seen it.
Hooray.
We did this thing where we could hear ourselves in the studio.
I'm sure they could hear the echoing too.
So that made it so much better.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to do video soon.
Added a lot of ambiance.
It did. We should have done. You know what we need to do? Do we need to do a segment where you play a video and we just do the
Yeah,
like
we've done that.
we do the count.
You kind of did do the laugh, the Hatbox Ghost though.
It was very close.
Yeah.
I've rehearsed that.
It was
He
close.
practices it over and over and over again. We need to do that though live because we've never done it on a live show. We've done it on the pre-recorded ones.
We kind of did with
Did
Murray.
we?
We didn't use the audio that he was recording, and we talked over.
Hatbox Ghost. What'd you think of it?
I didn't get it. He's holding a hat box, and he is wearing a hat. And instead of putting his hat in the hat box, he left the hat where it was and put his head in the hat box, and that just seemed completely backwards. Like, the hat box is there, just put your hat in the hat box. Or don't carry a box. I didn't get
But
it.
then where would he put his head?
Just keep it where it is. You don't
What
have to
got
put your
chopped
head.
off though?
I have kept my head on top of my shoulders for 28 plus years.
But you didn't marry Constance. Constance, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He married Constance?
Clearly.
Is his picture in the attic?
That would be the implication,
which
correct?
picture? Who is that in the attic?
Who is he?
Yeah, let us know which picture in the
There
attic.
is one with a hat.
Do you think it's that one?
There's a possibility.
I thought a lot of
Roger,
those
do you
guys
know
ended
which
up
one it
being the
is?
hitchhikers.
No, I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
Didn't 3 of them end up being the hitchhikers? And they have hats. One of those guys has.
And heads.
Yeah,
So what did you think of the effect?
I liked it. I thought it was well done. I liked it. There was a lot of technical stuff going on, and I can kind
No,
of
it's
figure.
magic. It's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a magical ghost, and I
It's a
liked
magical ghost.
I liked all the magic that conspired to make
Well done.
it look awesome. So yeah, I liked it
Did anybody think it almost looked too awesome?
a little bit.
Because you're like going through this like dusty, weird thing where
Yeah.
everything is a little bit blurry, and then suddenly it's like high def.
Yeah.
I had this moment, and I've talked this over with my mom a little bit too. Is they've magicked Madame Leota, and they've magicked the bride, and they've magicked the Hatbox Ghost, and I feel like, and they magicked the busts in the graveyard,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like they need to magic the whole haunted mansion piece by piece.
And turn
over
it
the
into a
next
video
couple weeks.
game,
Yeah.
and then be Ghostbusters.
Yes. None of this is a good idea. But the graveyard scene needs a little bit of love in the wake up, like going from these effects and then going into the graveyard. There's a lot of low definition.
Yeah,
You're almost looking at 8-bit pixels, in
which might be
comparison to-
cooler.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get pixel ghosts, that.
But if you think that's low def, you should go on the Haunted Mansion in Paris.
Oh, really?
It's
has no
a
meaning
whole,
to
there's
it.
no joke. This is
Okay.
serious. Like
Okay.
it's a whole new level. Like it's got a fantastic story, fantastic soundtrack. The effects are
Awful.
maybe as old as Haley. I don't know. Not as old as me, but what I won't ask what year. But
She's
by
29.
the way,
That's
don't we love her hair?
Yeah.
Everybody love
Yay.
Haley's new do. We talked about it last
She
week.
doesn't have a new do. She has the same one. He's been sitting there the whole.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm giving you
I still
props.
need that button. I need the trombone button from Price is Right.
It would just have a picture of a trombone on it.
Bum, 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 bum. No, I'd push it and it would do that.
Oh,
every
there's a
time
sound
you
effect
made
in it?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I think it'd be great.
But yeah, I like the Hatbox Ghost.
And it kind of made sense for the story, I thought too.
Mhm.
Like once you see it in context, because this clearly was not in context, I thought it like made sense to me where it went and how it went. And I thought they did a nice job of the transition from attic to graveyard with the new effect too. So I give it 2 thumbs up.
Mhm.
I wouldn't wait an hour for it, but I liked it.
Interestingly, there was a at D23 we showed a clip of the
Mhm.
Hatbox Ghost being, like, oh, we're testing out animations and stuff. Nothing like that.
Nope.
I mean,
That
probably
means there's another.
there's a stand-in somewhere.
There is another.
But
It's like the
someone-
Sith. There's always 2.
I think my uncle made a comment about, oh, I saw them testing it at D23, so I didn't feel the need to go opening day. And I'm like, dude, nothing like it. So go and check it out if you haven't seen it.
Huh.
It's good. It's not worth a 50-minute wait, but it might be worth like a 10-minute wait.
But if you go at night, it's great. I'm curious to see what happens with that when they do the holiday layover.
That's what I was wondering too.
Like, what are they? It really are they gonna have him start
Then
singing
he'll be the
"Kidnap the
clown
Sandy
with the
Claus" or
tearaway
what?
He'll be the clown with the tearaway face.
Okay, different body type, but sure.
Just put one of those inflatable sumo wrestler costumes on him. It'll be fine.
That'd be cool if they could just make him fly at you.
Oh.
Like just
No,
that'd be cool.
that'd be more terrifying than a cow chip.
Let's move on to something happier, huh?
Yay.
Muppets are being rebooted. They're gonna have a new TV show
Hooray.
coming to ABC this fall, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Central. Is that right?
8 Eastern and Pacific, 7 Central.
Okay, I got it right. I
I know
just
how clocks
assume
work,
that
but one's
the
time
Eastern
zones.
and Pacific are always the same most of the time. So anyway, this is going to be a mockumentary style TV show that is fashioned after like The Office, 30 Rock, stuff like that, and is going to look into the personal lives of Kermit and the gang.
Mhm.
There's a new trailer that we watched a few minutes ago. We're not going to watch it here because we see how well we do with technology. For geeks, we really suck at some of this stuff, but but we just watched the trailer. What did you guys think of it?
I liked it. It is definitely a show that I will enjoy. And then I was also shocked because they have outright in all their marketing said it's going to be a more adult Muppets show. But I've always
I don't think it's too adult though.
it's
like
not
from-
too adult, but there are some references that they made that were just a little into my gray zone that I'm uncomfortable with, coming from the Muppets specifically. Like they can pull off a couple of darker jokes, but there's some in that trailer that seemed unnecessarily edgy
Okay,
to me. Just to be a little bit of a prude, but
but okay, but I'm gonna counterbalance that with you've seen the original Muppet Show, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen Animal in the original Muppet, and some of the jokes that made with some of the female guests that came on.
Yeah.
To me, those are like way further
yeah,
than
absolutely.
anything I saw in this. Like I
And
feel like
those
this
made
is
me
still
comfortable back then too. So.
uncomfortable. Also, okay,
yeah.
good or not good, but
Oh,
good.
I know what you meant.
no, but that's good because that means they're kind of hitting that same mark for you as the old one did
Yeah.
and the new one. What do you think of that?
I think it looked fun and just lighthearted and enjoyable.
Will
then,
you watch
but
it?
Yeah, I would watch it. Like,
It's another
So-
show I have to DVR.
On Tuesday
Wow.
nights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but at least it's before this. I don't know. We probably still won't watch it. So I don't have TV. I have
Okay.
Apple TV, so I watch it the next day anyway.
It's on ABC.
Mikey, like you didn't like this one. It just
Okay.
doesn't feel like the Muppets that I loved. I'd be curious to hear why, Mikey, like you. So if you have time to tweet this while we're still talking about it. My biggest critique were a couple like little execution things, like Fozzie on the couch with his girlfriend Fozzie looked huge to me.
Yeah.
I was like, when did Fozzie grow huge? Like, I don't even know how big he was.
He's
Like,
been
he
eating
went
a
from
lot.
this tall to like that tall.
Oh, wow.
So
Like
that,
Alf.
huh?
It's like Alf. Different camera angles. He was totally different heights.
Yeah, that's true.
That is very true. So, but they showed full body Fozzie in the Muppet movie. Was it 4 years ago now?
Mhm.
And he wasn't that tall.
He's
And
been working out.
He can afford to eat again.
I do like the idea of him having a girlfriend and them working through these issues because I thought those were kind of funny. I don't know what was going on with his voice. There were times in the preview where I was like, that's not even close to Fozzie. Like, that's Scooter or something. I don't know. Like,
Well, he's doing a voice for most of his film roles.
oh, so that's not the
Off
real
camera.
Fozzie.
No. He's playing it up.
What do you think about Miss Piggy not knowing anybody?
I didn't get that at all.
I
didn't
feel like
see
they've gone
consistency.
through enough that was a little bit of a cheap gag, but that's what they're known for, cheap tricks.
I want you to want me.
You
You
said
Cheap Trick.
and I
that's a
was
song by
actually
Cheap
going
Trick.
to Muppet Vision 3D with that.
Cheap
Somebody
Tricks.
Hashtag out of context.
Yeah. So,
Have fun with that, internet.
so Murray and I were talking about this earlier. Do you think this will be a good reason for them to bring Muppet Vision 3D back to DCA?
I hope so.
I would hope
With
so
improved
too.
graphics and an ending scene that takes place
Or a
in our
new
park
show.
and not in Florida.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, this would be a really good. Keep the old one in Florida, new one here.
I would
Like
like
the
that,
Tiki
but I
Bar.
just feel like it's not
I don't feel like
gonna
it might.
happen.
Well, if this show took off, I could see it happening. Like if it became a big thing
Mhm.
and makes it past the first season.
Like Gallagher.
Yeah. Speaking of TV shows that were renewed,
Boy,
Gallivant. Did we see that one coming?
Yep.
I didn't.
You
I
thought
don't
it?
know.
Oh. I was like, you
I was
did?
certain that was not
That's
good.
it coming back.
I was shocked by that. I mean, we all wanted it to come back because of the cliffhanger that we all hated, but it came back. Where do you think it goes next? Since we couldn't find a synopsis online.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to go to
I
Once
think-
Upon a Time. So was it Storybrooke? That's where the ship's going.
I think it'll follow their personal lives, and it'll be filmed in a handheld documentary style with cutaways for interviews.
That's pretty much where ABC's going, huh? Okay. Where do you really think it's going to go?
No
Like,
idea. Clearly, the new monarchy needs to be addressed.
Yeah, the new old,
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
old is new again.
yeah.
I have no idea. Because it's such a random show. It's like, what do you think is going to happen on the next episode of The Simpsons or Family Guy? Like they always start in one place and end up on a different
And
planet.
it seems to have no rhyme or reason. They're like,
Oh, it has plenty of rhymes.
well, yes, you're right. And I'm curious because I feel like they've hit quite a few different of the genres of music in the first season. It's like, what's the soundtrack going to be in the second one?
There should be a Let It Go knockoff.
I almost feel like they literally just go through and they make a soundtrack and then they fill in the story after the soundtrack. Do you think? Or
Probably.
I don't believe that.
it's weird. That wasn't even in the show tonight.
Pick a genre,
So you got-
pick a cliche topic, and that's just how it goes.
It's a Gallivant dice set.
Yeah.
They write a bluegrass song about.
yeah, they haven't had the bluegrass yet, have they?
Care for the heavy metal phase.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Glam rock.
Yeah, there you go.
they need an ABBA song.
If any of these happen, immediately tweet us and let us know that
Um,
we are.
We'll watch. We'll know.
Yeah.
So Mikey Likey got back to the Muppets and said it feels like they're way too self-aware. Plus, I don't like the mockumentary style show that much. The Muppets were vaudeville, and that's why I don't like this new Muppet show. Jason Austin says the question is, would Jim Henson be proud? I actually think from just looking at this was the closest I've seen in recent years that Jim Henson would be proud of, because it was closest to this humor style of the Muppets I grew up with.
Yeah, I always think of the Muppets in terms of the Muppet Show, the
Mhm.
original.
Or the original Muppet movie.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not
all the
as
ones
familiar
he
with that
personally
one,
worked on.
but the Muppet Show definitely.
Yeah.
And I've always thought they were really meta, and even the vaudeville style Muppet Show showed behind the curtain and the.
Well, and I would also say if you looked at the the bonus features when they released. I don't remember which version of it was, but they have one of the trial runs for the Muppet. I guess it was when the Muppet movie was released. I think they had a scene of Fozzie and Kermit sitting in a tree, talking to each other. No, and
Is this the You're Not a Bear?
yeah, and Kermit tells Fozzie that he's not even really a bear and to look underneath him because there's a man. And like Fozzie's arguing with him, and it's really quite funny. And it's in black and white and horrible quality in England somewhere, but definitely worth watching and checking out. I'm sure it's online somewhere and worth catching.
Type in Kermit, You're Not a Bear, Muppets.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure it's there somewhere. They've announced a bunch of presentations for D23. You can catch them on the site and read more about them specifically because we are running a little bit over on time. And I want to talk about other stuff, really. But they're doing the Legends Awards ceremony again. They're going to do the presentation for the studios, both animation and live action, which those are good presentations, I feel like.
Yeah.
And
They'll announce the next 15 animated films they're going to make into live action movies.
yeah, and then they're going to do some more with Marvel and Lucasfilm, which I'm sure will be fantastic. Maybe we'll get an announcement on the next Indiana Jones movie. Who knows? Probably not. But
They're not doing anything big at Comic-Con.
right. So there will be something that comes out hopefully from this, and then we're going to get a presentation from, I don't know how to say his last name yet, Bob Chapek.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay, That's what we're going with, and he's going to talk about the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, and he's the chairman of said Walt Disney Parks and Resorts now since Tom Staggs was promoted.
Be interesting to actually see him in a public setting.
Yeah, because we haven't before,
No.
and that'll
They're
be
going to introduce himself, say
Yeah.
his own name.
yeah. We're gonna have to wait for that
Most
just to find
exciting
out
part.
how. Yeah, and then they're also gonna have an exhibit on Disneyland from the archives that'll have is like 200, I think, pieces that are from the park, which makes sense because it's the 60th anniversary, which starts next week. So we're not going to talk about it this week. We'll probably talk about it in a week and a half, huh? 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With our really cool titled show that is
Celebrate Paint the Night Forever.
Celebrate Paint the Night Forever. 2 weeks from tonight. Don't miss it. We've never teased a future episode like that before with an episode.
We've never teased a future episode.
Or Christmas,
Halloween.
Halloween,
Yeah.
anything we're doing crazy.
No.
So Captain America Civil War began production,
Yes, it
and
did.
this is getting more and more interesting the more you find out about it. And Haley's like, I'm just gonna go watch it.
Well, I just know everyone's already in it. So
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
the other interesting thing is the person who's in it, and it's the only person they didn't define. Did you notice this?
Oh, yes, was one of Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman in an
Oh,
unknown
yeah.
role. And I'm really curious who that's going to be. So let us know who you think it's going to be.
I really hope he's just like a hot dog vendor on the street. Like nothing special.
I was
at
hoping
all.
he'd end up actually being a random dragon that flies in.
Yes. And Benedict Cumberbatch can play a hobbit. That
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It'd be great.
it'd be fantastic. But they really are setting up the future Avengers with this, it looks like.
Well,
And
Who's the mousy sidekick of Doctor Strange? Maybe he's gonna play that guy.
anybody know? I don't know that.
Wait.
Yeah, let us know. But it looks like it's going to have an absolutely fantastic cast, and I'm excited for it. I mean, I think I'm more excited for that one than I was Avengers in many respects, just because I think there's going to be a lot more emotionally on the line than Avengers had. Like, Avengers was good, and it's a great movie. Like, it's a great blockbuster movie. But I feel like this one's going to be the one where I look over and Johnny's trying not to, like, tear up, right?
I did tear up in Ultron.
Oh, did you? I missed that.
Right at the end. It was the
Oh, okay,
video
yeah.
picture on the phone.
Yeah,
If anyone knows what that is.
yes. Okay. But I feel like you're going to have more of those moments just because the relationships we've had the last however many years are going to be tested and broken and whatever.
Almost like there will be a civil war.
Huh. Really?
Wow, it's like they planned it or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's go back to TV because that's really where it's at tonight. though.
Yes.
Wow, you guys just got really excited.
2 hour finale.
Which one do you want to talk about first,
Oh.
Haley?
Well, Agent Carter's listed there first, and I'm more excited about that, I think.
Are you? Tell me more.
I
Why are
just
you excited?
like Agent Carter.
And do you know what's happening in Agent Carter this next season?
No, I haven't.
She's
read
leaving
anything.
New York.
Oh,
She's going to Los Angeles.
okay.
She's going to find the love of her life there,
No.
or a love. What?
Just nothing.
We
Sounds like a reference to something in the 60s.
Oh, okay. But no, she's going to go out to Los Angeles, leave New York, and there's going to be new threats there. The synopsis says, dedicated to the fight against new atomic age threats in the wake of World War II, Peggy must now journey from New York City to Los Angeles for her most dangerous assignment yet. But even as she discovers new friends, a new home, and perhaps even a new love, she's about to find out that the bright lights of the post-war Hollywood mask a far more sinister threat to everyone she is sworn to protect. Yes.
Does this mean we're not going to get to have Jarvis in every episode?
I don't
She
know.
was one of the best parts of that show.
But I feel like Stark is rich enough that Jarvis can go anywhere.
Maybe.
Or maybe get
That's-
sent to help her still.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's a really
Because I
interesting
love
point.
their partnership on that.
I feel like it would continue on.
I would hope.
I feel like too many people like Jarvis for them to just be like, nope,
Right?
no, thanks.
Jarvis is the best.
Yeah. That's an interesting
Hashtag Jarvis
question.
lives.
Yes.
They haven't killed him yet. I'm sorry.
I love those moments on Geeks Corner where we have entire conversations that no one can hear outside of our own heads.
Yeah.
But you all know what we're saying.
Even though you didn't hear them. So that'll be Agent Carter.
Cool.
Is there anything else you want to talk about with Agent Carter?
No.
I really want a payoff from Leviathan. We heard so much about them.
Yeah.
And
I hope they don't
never
just leave
got-
it.
Yeah. So I really want to know the bigger picture of that.
And jumping back to Avengers or Civil War real quick, Miss Bailey C says some people have been guessing Spider-Man, and she thinks that Martin is playing a villain, which I think would be awesome.
I
Wouldn't
would
he make a
assume.
fantastic
Yeah.
villain?
Yeah.
Because he looks so nice and helpless, and then
He wouldn't be Spider-Man.
no, he's too old.
Yeah, because they've said that the Marvel version
They're
of
going for
Spider-Man
high
would be
school.
in high school
Yeah.
currently.
And Mikey Likey's looking forward to Spider-Man and Black Panther's introductions into the MCU. We are too. I think it'll be great.
So they have a character, they haven't named the actor, and an actor, they haven't named the character.
Yeah,
Because they haven't named who's playing
you're right.
Spider-Man.
You're right. So lastly, tonight is the 2-hour finale that's happening as we speak of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
And we're happy to report that it has been renewed for another season. That's no big surprise there. Should I
Not a
read?
surprise, but it is a relief.
Can I read the synopsis?
Sure.
Okay. So next season, director Phil Coulson, so that's good, embarks on a deadly new secret mission to protect the world from new threats in the wake of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s war. And I'm going to leave the rest. Just I don't want to
The
give out
spoiler-free
spoilers.
version.
I give you
Next
the
season.
spoiler-free version. I'm nice like that sometimes. I think it's interesting that they have to say it's a secret mission because I feel like all of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s missions are secret.
Yeah.
Like
The S stands for secret.
yeah, and that's kind of why I'm like, why are they? And then they also say it's deadly, and I feel like pretty much every episode has the potential for being deadly. So,
Heck, just sitting with people you've known for 2 seasons is deadly. Like,
Yeah.
just if you were sitting around a table with the current cast,
yeah.
I
There's
would-
always a threat.
someone is a threat to
Oh,
someone.
absolutely. Yeah. So tonight's the 2-hour finale.
Yep. See it.
Expectations, hopes, dreams.
I just want a good show. That's all.
I think it will be from the reviews I've been reading. Well, the headlines of the reviews I've been reading because I refuse to read the reviews until I've watched the show, even yours. But you're doing something fun with the review this time, right?
Something fun, and we haven't figured out technically exactly how it's.
But you can give the general idea of what you
'cause
want to do.
This is a major episode, so the plot recap alone is going to be huge. The reactions is going to be huge, and then I want to talk about what the implications are for future seasons of S.H.I.E.L.D., the movies that are coming out, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of shockwaves from this episode that I want to kind of explore.
Yeah.
And theories. I don't research anything, so none of it will be spoilers of future episodes. It's just here's some stuff that I would like to see.
Right, and I think it's fun. Miss Bailey C is saying that she would love to see Fitz get the monkey that he has in the comic books, and I actually think that would be awesome as well.
With a monkey with his little monkey hands.
I think that's a great idea. And then Mikey Likey says, let me guess, Hydra is going to be somehow involved with the second season of Agent Carter. Well, at some point, something's going to have to happen, but it depends how long they stretch it out.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Ever?
Spoilers if you aren't caught up with the MCU. I don't think we'll see Hydra in Agent Carter because ever because it was basically defeated at the end of Captain America 1.
Right.
It didn't resurface until the end of Captain America 2, current day. So all of that time it was dormant and just working in the backgrounds. So
Okay.
Hydra would not be the villain. It was just
Unless
kind of
it's an
slivers.
unknown villain.
It could be an unknown villain, and you could maybe see interiors of cells of people making discussions and moving forward. But I don't think you'd see it as an outright.
Or at least that the characters are aware that it's Hydra.
Yeah,
Hydra.
yeah. So
I hope we see a lot more. I want to see more connections between Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I want to see them build the shield we know today.
And
Exactly
actually,
what
I would
we
like to
first
see
did.
that with all of the TV shows. Like, have them connect a whole lot more than they already are, like the movies do.
Yeah.
Because, you watch Ultron being a great example of how many connections there were with other movies in that. In fact, that's pretty much what the whole thing was. And I want to see that happen in the shows.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be really cool.
Rock on.
Do you think... I don't want to give a spoiler away. I want to ask that question just for you, Miss Bailey. See, I was just going to ask.
We can talk afterward.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was going to question where Clark Gray would be going next season as Director Coulson, traveling around. But
And is he actually going where he says he's going?
right,
Yeah.
yeah. And do we see any awesome cameos with a certain former director? Like, does that happen again in the future? Like, I hope it happens more often. But
I hope it happens tonight, but there's no way to. I don't want to go to the places where I couldn't find out right now.
so, question: last week's episode? How did you react to the end? Like the last 5 minutes or so, without going into any details of what happened.
Are you talking
what
about
were
the one
your
that took place in a
emotions?
different location than most of the rest of the
Mhm.
episode? Okay.
The part I really liked.
The part you, okay. That's not the part I was going to talk about. The other part, the true end of the episode.
Yeah,
Not
that part.
I was shocked, but it was that like slow shock of there's a point where the music changes, and I knew
Something's.
in general what was about to happen. But
Oh no, it's scary
how-
music.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
and you really get to redefine some of your assumptions you've been having. It was fun. I really go into these not expecting the things that I know are going to happen.
Mhm.
So,
I was
wipe
really
my mind.
happy it kind of worked out. Not exactly how I was predicting. What I was predicting to happen would happen, and I've been hoping and praying for quite some time.
Because there was a moment earlier where it looked like the opposite was going to happen, and we were going to be stuck with a situation we didn't want to see. And
Yeah, I
stuck
didn't
for like
believe that.
multiple seasons.
Yeah,
And then it just got completely reversed very quickly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And our
If you know
producer
what
is
you're
saying,
talking
look at our really cool graphic because it looks awesome of Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And just because it looks cool.
All of
and
them
we're-
versus one of her. Wow.
What's on there?
That seems really unfair.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Anyway, that's what we got for you this week. We went a little bit later because we started a little bit later, and really it's just kind of fun to make Johnny wait that much longer to go watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Bolt out of this room as soon as we're
But
done.
we'll be back next week as we're leading into Disneyland's 60th anniversary. Murray and I will be at. You want to flip that because we're not quite done yet.
Oh, I'm
There
gonna
we're
do
back.
something to it.
Murray and I will
Tiana
be at
Kill.
Knott's Berry Farm tomorrow for the Iron Reef. Is that what's called Iron Reef opening? So we'll see how that goes and how that is, and we'll let you know about that at some point. Also, we'll have videos and all that jazz. But for now, we'll see you around the corner.
Geek out.
Bye.